can't tell if I'm live or not. That sounds really okay. Oh shit. Okay, yes, we are live on the internet. And admitting my dad.
Hi,
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing extremely well. How are you?
I am good. How was your week?
Uh, uh, Relatively uneventful.
That can be good. That's good.
It's all
Yes.
right. It's fine. I spoke to my brother on his birthday.
Yeah, yes.
He's, I
Yes.
mean, he's in hospital. He's in the hospital, but
Uh-huh.
he came out for 2 or 3 hours to be with the family, and
Yes.
he seemed to be more or less okay. I mean,
Yeah.
he comes and goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, other than that, pretty ordinary. Can
Yeah.
I read you something that I just
Absolutely.
that I just saw? This is from um, the New York Times. Um, Calling himself the number one attraction anywhere in the world,
Yeah,
the
okay.
man who gets much larger audiences than Elvis in his prime.
Sure.
He should take the Mr. Trump wrote that he should take the place of these highly paid third-rate artists.
Yeah. No, I figured we'd start here. Let's start here. So first
I
of
mean,
all,
if they found a living dinosaur, that would be the largest. The word attraction is I think
well, that's actually an interesting choice of words in and of itself. Yes.
yes, because I mean Hitler wouldn't have called himself the greatest attraction in the world, would he? I mean, he could have
Yeah.
said, "I'm the greatest dictator, I'm the greatest politician, I'm the greatest world leader." But an attraction implies something almost bizarre that people want
Well,
to
no, well,
see.
no, yeah, no, yes, it is an interesting choice of words. That being said, in 1939, the Nazis filled Madison Square Garden, and Trump not quite so much. He does. I mean, he's close, but he's still. So, I mean, if that's the barometer, he's not quite there. Okay, let's start with no, him as the attraction. Oh yes, I'd much rather listen to him whine for 3 hours about let's see, low flow shower heads and windmills and whatever else he's going. I mean, first of all, it's not. He's not going to. He doesn't come up with new material. It's going to be the same material he always does. And okay, third rate artist. The sad part about that is that's what everyone else was saying when they thought that's who he had booked. Then when you come to find out, no, they hadn't even booked any of them. Suddenly, all these third rate artists, people are saying, oh no, they're great. We love them. I love them. I love Brett Michaels. I love, which is great. I think yes, let's all stream them again. Let's support them. I think. The moment that was announced, it looked like a I mean, to be fair, it sounded like a state fair. That is, they typically are 30-year-old legacy artists. But the interesting part to me is they hadn't communicated that. I mean, it seems same story over and over with any of these teams. They made it. I mean, they keep insisting this is a nonpartisan event. Then why did they have to lie to the performers to try and get them there? Because every performer tells the same story. No one
Yeah,
told me who this was. No one told me who was involved. No one told. And once they knew the truth, they were out. So if you,
well, except for Vanilla Ice, what's his
yeah, no,
name?
Vanilla Ice. Yeah, no, Vanilla
Well,
Ice is.
he's kind of the. I wanted to get his quotes because they're very good. Um, uh, Vanilla Ice said he didn't think the concert should be any political thing, adding, I don't even vote, so I don't even care. He'd be happy to perform for anyone. I'd go play for Putin and I'd play in Iran if you want. It don't matter. So, I mean, he's a real artist, right?
Okay. So first of all, that he volunteered that. No one
Yeah, I
forced him
know.
to say that. No, that's it.
Trump,
That's it.
Putin, I don't care.
It's all the same. That part I hadn't heard. And then who's the other one? It's very confusing because Freedom Williams is the only remaining actual member of CNC Music Factory, but then apparently they're performing without him. Several of these bands, and again, this is what happens after 20 or 30 years, different people have different claims. So I think you're actually going to hear, no, actually so-and-so is still performing, but it's different. I don't know.
Different so-and-so.
Different so-and-so. But the story of those, at least for the few days where some people sounded like they were still going to say it, is, oh, I'm neutral. It's neutral. I'm neutral. But again, the Bishop Desmond Tutu quote, if you are neutral in the face of injustice, then you side with the oppressor. I mean, it's not... These people don't get to, and it's the same thing with Katie Miller. They call, I don't know if you heard, someone called Stephen Miller a name. They called him an ugly fuck. They called him an ugly fuck. That's not violence. That's not a threat of violence. That's not encouraging violence. But she calls that political violence just because, I don't know, they just get...
If you call Stephen Miller a fuck, it's
political
violence.
It's political violence now. Yeah, no, so...
Well, I'm sorry he's such a sensitive guy. I mean, he's such a shrinking violet. He's such a boy. His mother must have wrapped him in cotton wool or something.
Well, he has to send his wife
that hurts his feelings. He has feelings to be...
Well, first of all, that. Well, yeah, no, but first of all, that. But no, so yeah, I mean, they want to be they want to lob insults, but then... If you insult them back, how dare you? They want to be they want to call everyone who doesn't agree with them a lunatic who belongs in an asylum, but then they want to also say that they're nonpartisan in any event that they throw is not. I mean, well, if you drink the Kool-Aid, it all makes sense. Otherwise, it doesn't make, and none of it holds water. None of it.
Well, yeah. The other thing that really puzzled me, because I was astounded to learn because of this that Milli Vanilli exists. I thought Milli Vanilli had been canceled because they didn't sing.
Yeah, okay. Here's the actual it's okay. Here's the thing. Milli Vanilli did sing and sing on their album. The hits they had, they used a session crew, as many people did, including for some of the vocals, as many pop stars do. For whatever reason, they got outed.
Oh.
And they gave their Grammy away. What they actually did, and this is the sort of the Roy Cohn, the Trump, what they did, their mistake, quote unquote, was apologizing. Their mistake was admitting it. They should have actually just dug in. In any event, one of them ended up dying, I believe, by self-harm. I believe because of sort of being the laughing stock of the music industry. The other one has continued to go on. This isn't actually the most, I guess he's going on as Milli Vanilli. I don't know. That's fine. But separately, him and the artist who was one of the voices, who was the voice behind Milli Vanilli, they went on tour together as the face and the voice. Which
this is Jody Rocco, one of its singers.
She's the background singer, and she's the one who. So here's the thing with this. Rob, the guy, he's actually in. So if they're saying Milli Vanilli's not in, I mean, he's in. I don't want to say she was a backup singer, but she's the one who's out. The main guy, he's in, but I don't know. I think these people need jobs. But this idea.
No, well, that explains why they were announced as a performer. But Jody Rocco said they hadn't been asked, but because didn't talk to her pal, or they didn't communicate.
Yeah, I don't. Yes, and but again, this is the same. we're colorblind. I mean, like we don't talk about race. Talking about race is the real problem. Yeah, it's um, the, yeah, yeah, I'm neutral is when you claim to be neutral, then you make everything you stand behind neutral. Then if you oppose then January 6th is neutral, and opposing it is not neutral. Do you see what I'm saying? Like they've made the baseline of what is neutral now. But I also get it. I think people really live in that world. Again, I really think that Vanilla Ice doesn't realize how his song has been weaponized, that in my comment section all day, every day, Ice Ice Baby, Ice Ice Baby, which again, every single time they use his song or they quote his song, I point out, actually, Freddie Mercury, a gay immigrant, is getting paid because he's the one who wrote the hook for that song. Ice Ice
really?
Baby,
That's
Ice Ice Baby,
interesting.
dun 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 dun. The hook for Ice Ice Baby is from Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie. Very famously, Rob Van Winkle, Vanilla Ice, he lied. He had to be sued and claimed that it wasn't a sample. He claimed he was sued. So again, this is the same dig in Trump. He's perfect for them. He is the one artist that belongs on that bill because he started his career stealing other artists' material, lying about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. But a lot of people, I mean, it seems like the majority of people either wouldn't do it to begin with or are pulled out of it once they found out what it was.
yes.
So he's really left with, the kind of the leavings. I mean, the bottom of the barrel, right?
Well, no one. They couldn't. I mean, they start. I mean, again, and
Well, he
with
wants to cancel it now because
well, he had to. They couldn't get anyone. But I mean, with all due respect, again, to who they got, I love Bret Michaels. I love Poison. I was raised on Poison, but again, that he hasn't had a hit in 30 years. They started with the bottom of the barrel and couldn't even get that. They couldn't get anyone. I mean, saying he's turning it into a rally is the only thing to save face, because the only other option is to cancel it. They couldn't get literally. Well, no, I guess they still could have. They could have gotten Gloria Gaynor again. They could have gotten Lee Greenwood again. I mean, I guess they have a roster now, and Vanilla Ice is on that roster.
What's his name?
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. But what's interesting is that he wants to explore the feasibility of doing America is Back,
Yes.
and he wants to give a major speech rallying the country forward.
Yes.
So is it forward or back? Wait, I've lost my ear.
Yeah.
So that makes me think of Dr. Doolittle's Push Me, Pull You.
Well, I mean, it's forward into the past. That's their fantasy, because any real progress, the actual future, where no matter how drill baby, you can say drill baby drill as many times as you want, but those are just words. Climate change is real, and everyone knows that, even them. The future means actually having to deal with that, but we'd rather live in a fantasy past / future. We'd rather look forward to a future where we can still live in the past, in a fantasy where we don't have to actually worry about a real future. I mean, again, it's this.
What fascinates me as a side issue culturally
Yes.
is now he's 2 years younger than me, right?
Yes.
Yet his if it's Elvis that he's bigger than, not the Beatles, not Taylor Swift, it's
Yes.
Elvis.
Yes.
Elvis is actually a paradigm from more of his father's
Yes.
era.
No. Elvis isn't
in other
even.
words,
Yeah.
he's in the 50s. He's not from the 60s.
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
from
yeah.
the 50s.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah. Yeah.
in a way.
Yes.
That's what seems to be channeling, even the way he dresses and kind of behaves,
Well,
So-
yes. Before the radical liberal
Yes.
college professors took over. Yes. No. That's yes.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, again, Elvis is sort of he picks Elvis randomly. If he really wanted to say, I'm bigger than anyone, he would choose Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny has probably more But of course, he would never. But he would never say that. He would never compare himself to Bad. Like that would never. Yeah. So and he no. Yeah, that wouldn't. They're already. I can't remember who they've booked for the Super Bowl next year, but they're already irate about that. Like they've already geared themselves up for this now. The Super Bowl halftime show now to be an annual cultural war. So I mean, yeah, that's a year away, but I'm already preparing myself for that. Do we care about the $250 bill? Did you hear about this?
Yes, I watched the Secretary of the Treasury
Yes.
announce it
Yes.
and show it at the same time as having to say that it wasn't legal.
Right.
Which is the kind of hoops these people have to jump through, even when they're announcing something. Like $1 billion fund for people who have killed policemen.
Yes. Yes.
They have to roll their mealy mouthed excuses into the rollout. I mean, I must say but most of these people, I don't understand because they're wealthy. They don't have to do this, do they?
Right. No, right.
These cabinet people?
No, I mean, I don't.
Is it being close to the biggest attraction in the world? Is that what?
I mean, it is in their sphere. It is. I mean, he really is, and I don't understand it because obviously I don't drink the Kool-Aid, but they really. I thought we were just putting on the Florsheim shoe. I don't get it, but they really want to be.
Do they know that they're going to be caricatures in umpteen different musicals and plays off Broadway for generations? I mean, they're going to be playing cards. They're going to be table games. They're going to be.
At this point right now,
they will be famous.
I mean, right? Yes, no, yeah. Right now, and I can only speculate. They're in back rooms of Washington D.C. They're smoking cigars, and they plan to control the narrative. They don't. They plan. They're going to. I mean, again, they want. Trump is talking about making every federal employee sign a non-disclosure agreement. That won't stop the leakers. Nothing will ever stop the leakers, by the way. Someone will always be desperate to tell someone will always escape and be desperate to tell their story. So that will never stop the leakers. I mean, nothing will. In the Pentagon, FBI, like Cash Patel, it's the FBI. If he can't keep like a secret, if they can't, they're never going to stop leakers. But right now they're convinced they're controlling the narrative. They're convinced this will be the reality that 100 years from now, Trump's name will still be on all those buildings. Trump, that's laughable. That's laughable.
I mean, it really is. Well, apropos leakers, I think it was when Barack Obama was asked about, he'd made some comment about aliens or something like that. He said, well, listen, if anybody in this government had actually found anything out about aliens, they would have taken a selfie and it would be he said there are no secrets like that. Okay, so this is my theory, okay? Why he's acting the way he's acting now.
Yes.
His goal is, apart from being the greatest attraction in the world, is to be the richest attraction in the world.
Yes.
Right?
Sure. Yes.
And so he doesn't. If the Republican Party craters on the midterms, right?
Yes.
He doesn't give a toss because it's then an excuse for why he's not getting anything done. Then he blames the Democrats
Sure, 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 sure.
for everything, for that he can't do anything, right?
Yes.
Well, he
Yeah, yeah,
hasn't done anything the first 2 years of
right,
meaningful, but
right.
this will be a reason.
Yeah,
He can blame Biden for his first 2 years, and
yeah,
then if the Democrats get Congress or even God forbid the
right.
Senate, he'll blame that. So he doesn't have to work, right? He can then concentrate on on I guess mostly cases that will be in front of judges that have to do with issues that produce billions of dollars for him, whether it's
Yes,
a cryptocurrency or whatever it is.
yes,
It'll be purely about him accumulating money. Now, what's going to happen in 2028? He's going to lose decisively,
yes.
but will he still will he then double down on a January 6th and create another insurrection?
Well, okay. Well, he's not eligible to run, at least not. But again, we're gonna
No,
put his.
but no,
Yeah,
but yeah,
but do you think he would do that
on
for?
behalf of whoever.
Well, I know. Do you think so? I'm curious. Well, it depends. I don't know why I feel like on behalf of Marco, but not JD, and that's just.
You'll what?
I said on behalf of Marco, but not JD, and I don't know why I think he would be. Yeah, I don't know. Would he dig in? And I think begrudgingly he well no one explanation for all this war stuff and all of it is that he is thinking about legacy, which to me is odd, but yeah, putting his names on buildings and all this I guess is what his thought, and I don't know. I think he knows January 6th is as close as it comes to. I mean, it should have been career ending, but it's, I don't. Would he flirt? Does he need to? Well, I mean, he still does. First of all, he still does. Obviously, with the $1.8 billion fund, with the insisting that they're the victims, with the. I mean, he recorded a song with them. He never distanced himself. So I guess no. I guess he would. No, I guess he would. Sure.
But it's interesting. I think what you said about JD and Rubio, I think he's actually he's lukewarm on each one. I mean, he's not.
Yeah.
He's criticizing each one.
Yes.
Which is in anticipation of them losing the president.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
They say, well, they were dumbasses anyway. I mean, they never. JG was always Marco was always. They won up to it like me. That I would have won. I would have won.
Yeah. Oh yes. No. That will always. Won. Yes. That will always. And that's why he won't run. And that's why. Yeah. No. That's why he won't. That's why you're not hearing real entrenched like third term. That's why there's not a real buzz about it. One, I think Walter Reed, I think maybe he's not as healthy, and he knows that. But I also think he's not interested. I think he's already set his sights. The second term was his vindication. That's all he needed. He turned it into a grift like no one's ever seen, with no guardrails because of they control all three branches right now. Again, whatever happens in the next 2 years, he doesn't really care one way or another. Even if they win, even if they hold out, he still won't get they still won't get anything done, and they'll still blame whatever 2 or 3 Republicans don't toe the line enough. They'll still he'll always find someone to blame, and then he'll set his sights to his post presidential.
Well, he will then actually perhaps have close to as much money as the men he wants to hang out with.
Yes.
That he's always wanted to be in that club.
Yes.
But he knows
that he
didn't actually have the credentials, but now he will have the credentials, and they'll have to put up with him, at the dinner parties, or they'll still be going to Mar-a-Lago, and he'll be the he'll be the ghost of Mar-a-Lago or whatever. He'll be,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, but they're already, I mean, already there's a judge that has said you have 2 weeks to take his name
Name
off,
off the bill. Yes.
off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I think that is the worm is already beginning to turn. I mean, it's
Yes.
already always been turning, but it
Yes.
takes much longer for the judicial for the justices, for the judges to undo. It's easy for him to do
Yes.
these
No.
things,
Right. No. Right. Right. Right.
but it is being undone. I mean, it is
Yes.
being undone.
And much like the first term, and again, I mean, even things like the $250 bill, I refuse. It's rage bait. I refuse to be mad about it, but it's a waste of tax dollar funds. It may never actually happen, but they paid someone to design that. I mean, that's one small example, and that's an
Oh,
artist.
but then, yes, but look at the reflecting pool, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, with his yes, but I
The
mean,
reason it was so cruddy is because they knew how much it would cost to fix, and
yes,
they never passed a bill to get the money.
right, no, right,
Uh,
yes.
but he could fix it for $1 million. No, 13, no, 300. Okay, but yeah. By the way,
Oh my gosh, my car's in the shop right now, and that just was like that. That gave me like a because it's it starts with like a $1,300 thing, and then they discover but actually the serpentine belt but we didn't know that until we removed and then it's a $2,000 thing, and then I'm already like I'm hoping the last bill was the last bill, but that's
no,
life.
it's not.
Yeah, that's life. But no, tax dollars. Griffin. Okay, day one, they knew from day one that he was going to spend a significant portion in court. That's why he geared up with lawyers. The first thing he did was sue and threaten to sue all those law firms to get himself millions, hundreds of millions of dollars in free legal, pro bono legal fees, precisely for this, because they knew, again, win or lose in the midterms, whether it's an impeachment or just all his name on the buildings. Another judge halted the $1.8 billion the fund because
That's been halted. Yeah.
A different well, actually that's not in the
His
United States.
attempts to go after Comey and Fannie Willis and all of those people are running into serious roadblocks.
They've sued UCLA for the third time again for this is the anti-Semitic. But these don't hold up in court. I don't understand. I mean, well, I do understand. Because each time they do it, it's a news cycle on Fox News. And win or lose, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter to them. But I mean, again, these are taxpayer funds for these baseless lawsuits to.
Well, the judges are even saying now that the people that the staff is bringing them are not competent. In other words, the Justice Department lawyers now, they're getting so far down the line. Or the people that they're appointing to be district attorneys or whatever don't know the law. They haven't practiced. They're not
right. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, they've got real estate lawyers doing criminal case. I mean, they don't know at the Department of Justice. They don't know what they're doing. They loyalty first. Loyalty first. So no, I think, and they're also relying on the crapshoot of who the judges and who's which appointee, and that shouldn't matter, and it doesn't matter if it's a Trump appointee. It doesn't matter. They're going to follow the law. I mean, it's amazing. Yeah, no, but when they do, then they're disloyal. I mean, again, this idea that I appointed you to say to the Chief Justice, you're disloyal. The loyalty is the Constitution. The loyalty.
No, not any longer. Apparently not. No.
To say that out loud and to believe that. I don't know. What else?
Let's see. Our mayor is being accused of not taking care of the economic development of the city because he hasn't appointed somebody to be in charge of the economic development something or other, which is
Okay.
apparently a branch of the city government which can uh, spend and raise money or whatever.
Yes.
So, but I think that it's because he's probably determined to do the right thing, to get the right people to do that. I
Yes.
think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
very, I think, and I think it's also too soon to start criticizing him on that issue. But also, uh, he's not joining there is a parade for Israel
Yeah,
today
yeah, yeah.
on
Yep.
Fifth Avenue,
Yep.
which apparently has been scaled back.
Okay.
Um, he said when he was campaigning that he would not be part of it, and he is not being part of it.
Right.
But he's lucky because his Jewish police commissioner, Jessica Tisch, is going
Right.
to be the front, you
Yes.
know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, I think there may be some trouble there. I don't know. And maybe it's on right now. I don't know. Um, because it's New York City is, well, it's not as, I think that New York is not the almost 100% pro-Jewish city that it used to be 20 years ago or even 10 years ago.
Sure.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens with
But
that.
but pro-Jewish and pro-Israel are two very, very different
Well, I
things.
know, but
Yeah,
well,
yeah, yeah.
absolutely. But there are many. I mean, yeah, I would say that the average middle class New York Jew is probably very much in favor of a two-state solution, right?
Yes.
That
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
they're not necessarily pro-Palestine, but they're
Yes.
not in favor of murdering everybody
Yes.
there.
And right. Yes. Yes.
Um, but those distinctions I guess, get overlooked when everybody's gets on their high horses. I don't know. I hope there's no trouble. That's the main thing.
Um,
Um,
okay. That you brought up a few things that I can go. You know, as always, my mind I can go in a few directions, and whichever one is interesting to you. Okay. One. Mamdani not attending, that being a news item. Let's talk about again decorum versus there's no law that the mayor needs to attend any of these kinds of functions. There's no law. We're particularly singling him out, yes, because he's Muslim and this is an Israeli event, and let's call that out. And why would it be important that he attends or not? But maybe it would be. And the standard, again, the people who are most critical, obviously the right, they're the ones, Fox News, blah blah blah, their standard is Donald Trump. I thought the rule was decorum doesn't matter, everything out the window as long as it's not illegal. So suddenly we hold other people, suddenly it's tan suit controversy for Mamdani. Oh no, he didn't use the right fork. But Trump, as long as it's not illegal, we're going to apologize. We're going to defend. We're going to. It's not illegal. It's not illegal. It's not illegal. So again, decorum for one person, but I just have to point out this hypocrisy over and over and over. Like again, why are you and I talking about Mamdani? Because it's news. They made it news that Mamdani didn't attend a parade. He's the mayor. He's busy. What, like, why that? Right? I mean,
well, yeah, you're absolutely right because in fact, and I thought
did
that.
everyone? Did Giuliani attend every single year, all
Well,
8
that's the
years?
point. In the New York Times article, which started off kind of criticizing him, then they had to say, well, the records only go back to 1964, and we actually don't know if every mayor, Dinkins may not have. I mean, who the hell knows? So they're setting something up
Yep.
that is
Yep.
patently unfair. besides which, Donald Trump is shooting people on Fifth Avenue. It's let alone not going in a parade. He's
Yeah.
shooting people and getting away with it, right?
Right, okay, and that was the other piece of it. And again, this is because again, Mamdani, he's a democratic socialist. His relationship with authoritarian things like the police department are very closely monitored across the board. Right wingers have their opinion. Oh no, he's not doing enough for law and order. Left wingers have their opinions that, oh no, he's selling out because he didn't, immediately fire every cop in New York City or whatever.
Right,
Some extremist from that perspective would want him to do. But this thing with cops and parades. So here in Seattle, it's the Pride Parade, and again, it is now officially June. It is Pride Month. The Seattle Police has hundreds of members. They have pride. They have gay cops. They have a pride. They have a gay cop coalition. Should they be allowed to march? They want to march. Just they should feel they feel that they're unwelcome. The official Pride Parade people have year after year in the most recent years, they have in the past, but the most recent years said no. And this is really post George Floyd, they said your presence doesn't make, this is, and again, going back to Stonewall, doesn't make this community feel safe. We understand that there are gay cops. You can enjoy Pride in your own way. You don't have to come to our parade. Your presence doesn't make us feel safe. And I think that that's a valid thing. So again,
So let me understand this.
Yep.
A gay policeman,
yes,
could participate in the parade out of uniform, right?
Yes.
But they wanted to participate in uniform as policemen.
As policemen with a banner. Exactly correct. If a gay officer were off duty and part of some other club or just wanted to, anyone could just join the parade, they could do that. There will also, of course, be police as part of the official, it's a parade, so there will be police in uniform, but they wanted to march as a segment in the parade, and the parade said, no, you're not welcome. You're not, again, and it's a weird thing to say because we're acknowledging that gay cops exist, but you're still not welcome in our community. I don't know.
So does that mean if you're gay, don't become a cop?
If you're gay and you become a cop, you're going to have a tough road. You're in your community. The same thing if you're black.
Okay.
The same thing if you're black and you're a cop. You're going to have people who get it and respect it, but you're also going to have people from day one and who are never going to understand, including presumably in your own family. I think
black cops marching in a let's see, what parade would it be? It would be
MLK Day.
MLK Day would not again be similarly. Would they?
It depends. Again, the black community is very, very divided. The black community is not, again, no community is a monolith, and I'm not speaking for anyone, but
right.
I spoke, I've talked to you about my experiences personally with the police and how they do community engagement, and somehow I got on this panel, but I could tell I wasn't the type of person they want because they say that they do community engagement, but they're very specific about who they cherry pick. And typically when they engage the black community, they engage older church affiliated black folks. And those are folks who tend to have a much more, I don't feel safe coming out of my home. Thank goodness the police are here. They don't have the cousin who's in jail wrongly for not, because he got stopped.
Conservative.
They're a little bit, they're not militant, but they're conservative. And so, yes, when I do MLK Day every year, you see the cops not marching in the parade, but again, the cops who are there as part of crowd control. Yeah. And there are people who stop and chat them up and take selfies with them. And there are other people who glare at those people. I mean, it's, it's, and have their, and shout their comments as they pass by the cops. It's a both and. So, which again, so... And the right loves, they always say, they cherry pick who Donald Trump says the people love this color about the reflecting pool. Who does he mean? The people that he knows he doesn't mean all people, but he really means if you disagree with me, you're not the people. We the people now is the people who agree.
Well, actually, he's always been able to create. People are saying. People are telling me. And it doesn't. There's nobody actually.
There's no evidence.
There is nobody. So this is it's a great catchphrase. People tell me that so and so is a crook. People are saying that I'm the greatest attraction in the world.
Big beefy guys with tears in their eyes coming up to me. Please, sir, you're so
Who? I don't know. People.
I
don't know people.
And
I'm too busy to ask them their names.
Right. No. And Wikipedia, which they hate because it's too liberal and woke because it fact checks, won't let you use that kind of language. It's specifically if someone writes, because again, Wikipedia, anyone can edit a Wikipedia page, but if you edit in a bunch of nonsense, someone else is going to edit it back. And if you edit in people are saying blah blah blah, it will almost immediately appear a tag that says what people, who, cite your source, specific. Like you can't. They call them weasel words. They're weasel words. They're and you can just say. Yeah, everyone loves it, but these are the types of things that advertising you can't legally say anymore because, they're not.
Well, advertising. It's still. I saw an ad today. It was interesting. It was about I'm interested in these ads for generic. Well, whether it has to do with skin or hair, where they're wearing a white lab coat.
Yes.
And,
yes.
And there was this attractive young black woman with big glasses, which the glasses and the white coat indicated.
Yes.
That it suggested that she was a doctor.
Yes.
And the product that she was pushing, they had scienced it. She used it as a verb. I think, is that right?
Yeah, I believe you.
They had scienced it.
We scienced it up. No, you don't even know don't worry about the details. We just they scienced it. No, I believe you. I 100% believe you. I've seen. Yeah. So Paris Hilton, who is a Nepo baby, she's the Hilton heir.
Yes,
but I also actually love Paris Hilton because she goes before Congress and she speaks to them about the troubled teen industry. This is those actually kind of very expensive boarding schools where they send quote unquote troubled, usually rich kids, but then they end up getting abused, they get locked in, and she's
of course they do,
but
they're thrown away by rich parents. I mean, they're just thrown away in a different way. They got 3 meals a day, but they're still thrown away. Yeah.
And she was one of them, and she goes to Congress and she speaks out, and people it's become a meme because she has her sort of her heiress voice, but then when she goes to Congress, she has a very different, serious, deep-toned voice, and that's a meme. But when she came out with her makeup line, they had a picture of her, and it was clearly not a lab because everything was pink, but it looked like a lab, and she's wearing a lab coat, but it's also pink, but it's this science, but...
I think that's okay. I mean, because...
We're not trying to fool anyone.
That's tongue in cheek,
Yeah.
But there's another product where they're implying that they say, we do the tests. We do the tests.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
We do the scientific test. Those other products that you're buying, they don't test them, right? They just stick stuff in a jar, right? I'm tested.
Well, okay. But that's language that both, again, the pharmaceuticals, the skincare and all that, and then food has also latched onto, again, because our all of it is so heavily, is so deregulated that really it does rely on some companies do the tests and some companies don't. And then the other thing that makes me think of is I think it's good that science is still even a sellable thing with young people, because there are other people out there who are convinced if there's a test or if there's a study or if there's a then I don't trust it. If science is involved, I don't, so I think it's good that young people are still, even if they don't need to know the details, even if it's just we've scienced it for you, at least they still believe in science. I don't.
That reminds me of a reel I saw. There's a guy, I don't know if it's the same guy, who talks to ardent Trump supporters.
Yes.
And he's I mean he's quite a straight face. I mean, he
Yes.
asked
Yeah.
them
Yeah. Sure.
questions,
Sure. Yes.
and this found this woman who was like 100% MAGA, this, that, and the other.
Right.
And he said, "Well, do you think the world is round or flat?"
Yes. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she thought, and she said, "Well, it's flat." And he said, "Well, how do you explain?" And she said, "Well, actually, it's concave."
Yeah.
I mean, this is pretty serious, isn't it? I mean,
What to me again is what's serious is how few degrees of separation there is from RFK Jr. insisting that actually sunscreen is the real problem, and despite the fact that skin cancer is the #1 type of cancer, the earth, don't worry about it because something the curvature of the earth isn't actually what they say. Again, the degrees of separation from I fall asleep watching YouTube, and within 3 hours it's these videos that, again, they have these computer animations that show Earth is flat, Earth is just a simulation, Earth is hollow, Earth is, and someone's making money off of this. Someone, I mean, it's, I don't.
you mean someone who knows better?
Yes, I think so. I mean, I can't prove that they know better, but I believe they do. I think that there are people who make a lot of money grifting off of others. They don't care at all. They don't care that the supplements, the unregulated supplements they're selling are more dangerous than the FDA, whatever. They don't care as long as they're,
So just to go back, because I didn't know this, RFK Jr. is against sunscreen, but he's for tanning beds.
I believe so. Yeah, no.
No, he's definitely for tanning beds.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about him personally, but that whole movement, they're against sunscreen. I mean, and again, there are different. Okay, well, there are always layers of truth. There are types of sunscreen available in Asia and Europe that are not available here, and there should be that we should fix that. There are chemicals in our sunscreen that shouldn't be in our sunscreen. We should fix that.
Oh, you mean their sunscreen's safer than ours?
Well, no, the right wing doesn't want you to use sunscreen at all. They don't care which type, including. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, their sunscreen is safer than ours. European sunscreen is safer than ours. But also, we have safe sunscreen. We have zinc oxide and titanium. This is the kind that makes people look pasty and white. That's why they don't like to use it. But that's the safe kind. But never mind that. All sunscreen is dangerous, so just drink watermelon juice. Or they have their own natural, again, beef tallow, or they have their own, and then they come up with their own explanation as to why it works or why actually, I don't know, whatever. Again,
beef tallow, that's probably less expensive than CVS. The CVS sunscreen's probably poisonous, but I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
I always use Bain de Soleil. But that Bain de Soleil has a French name, so maybe it feels less poisonous. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow. So what's left? The Tonys.
I don't know any controversy or any.
No,
Any?
no, there is a play that I hope. Well, I haven't only seen a couple that probably are in it, but the one about two people carry a cake across Manhattan. Have
Oh,
you?
no, I don't know anything about this. Yeah.
Oh, this is a very, very, very. It's a, it's a fascinating musical, and it's two people, and I'll give you the premise, which is that uh, a young boy from London, white, who's seems to be like more or less working class background,
Yes.
has never met his dad, who went to America, right?
Sure.
His dad went to America, got rich, and da 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 is about to marry a very attractive young black woman.
Sure.
He believes he's been sent an invitation to the wedding, which means he will meet his dad for the
Right.
first time,
Right.
right? The bride has a younger sister,
Okay.
attractive but a bit of a tearaway, right?
Okay.
And she sends her sister to JFK to meet the young Brit,
Yes.
right? And one of the things they have to do, because the wedding is practically the next day, is pick up a wedding cake
Sure.
in Brooklyn
Yes.
and bring it into
Yeah.
Manhattan.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's the premise of it.
Yes.
And it's fascinating what actually happens. And obviously, it's a
Yeah.
musical, so
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
very very good at that. But they're from different worlds,
Right.
right?
No. Sure. Sure. Sure.
But they're not because they're the same age.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So anyway, I didn't think I was going to like it, and I thought it was just great, So
And is it?
um,
It's nominated, or it's just
yes,
that's just?
yes, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
because it's only two people, I don't know. It might not. I don't know if that makes a difference, but
It's just them two. The whole.
it's only there's an orchestra which is in the
Sure.
back, which is
Sure.
in the background. The set is very, very inventive,
Yes.
and it
No. This.
moves
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, it really moves very, very quickly, and the story is very poignant. Uh, uh, it's a good story. No,
Yeah.
yeah.
No. No.
Um,
That sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, if you maybe there are clips of it, or it's worth seeing. Maybe something
Yeah.
on YouTube or whatever.
I know. I'll check it out. No, that sounds
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I would check it out.
N-
Um,
New York has officially rescinded its what they called it the Footloose Law. These were those laws that make it you for bar. They made it that bars couldn't have dancing or had to have extra permits
oh,
or whatnot for dancing. And these, I mean, they're kind of like, I mean, they're like these are like decades old laws that almost were forgotten on the books. But technically, every bar that applies would have to have a
oh,
statement of
really?
whether they would allow dancing, and officially these laws have been rescinded. So, yeah, so you can go
So if
dance.
you have a jukebox in a bar, people can dance, or
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh, okay.
And I mean, yeah, no, and I mean, a lot of cities had these, and for a lot of them, especially like in Las Vegas, it's basically it's easier to get a liquor permit than it is to start an all ages club because of the because of the dance laws, which means there were no places for teenagers to hang out. To this day, people are like, how come there are no shows? How come there are no like all ages shows in Vegas? And it's because they have these weird laws. But again, New York just rescinded there, so
All
that's
means meaning
for people
uh,
under 18, people like
okay, okay,
teenagers,
okay, okay.
mostly
I get it.
teenagers.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mamdani, so we're back to FIFA, which again can't be over soon enough for me. But I guess Mamdani secured $1,050 FIFA tickets for New Yorkers.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, I guess he's doing what he can. I
I
mean,
think that's a good idea. Yeah, no.
there are certainly quite a lot of people, and I think there are probably merchants and other people who are trying to score tickets to get so the people who are ordinary folks can go, if they want to. I think it's going to be a nightmare. Um, oh, this was interesting. I think there's a World Cup match in Buffalo, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
But the Scottish fans, there's a Rochester is almost equidistant to the stadium. So the town of Rochester has welcomed all the Scottish fans.
Yes. Yeah.
With Airbnbs and restaurants and coupons and things like that.
Right on.
Because Buffalo was afraid they were going to be, rowdy or whatever. So Rochester has said, they're going to have a big parade, a Scottish parade in Rochester. They may regret this because Scottish fans are
pretty rough and tumble. But Rochester is known. My ex-wife is from Rochester. They're known. It's a pretty rough and tumble town. I think that they might know what they're doing. I don't think that's interesting. I hadn't heard that, but that tracks. So
what about Shakira now? She is the halftime World Cup final performer.
Well, okay. Well, the one for me, part of it is
I heard. I mean, I don't know whether with a group of children, dancing children from Africa, from I'm
not laughing. That's that's
it's
fine.
Good.
It'll be touching and the one. This is a new thing. And they completely just borrowed from the Super Bowl. The World Cup hasn't traditionally had a halftime show. Again, why not? Why not? If you can add a whole second audience of music fans who don't really care about the sports at all, but they'll tune in for that, why not? Sure, but No,
I was just thinking of a halftime show for like discus and javelin and
sure.
Yeah. We could have a marathon halftime show too.
You could
have on and on.
Why limit it to sports? You could have Congress gets really boring. How do you juice that out? You could have halfway through a 5-hour hearing, okay, Pete Hegseth, have a seat. We're going to have Beyonce come in. She's going to perform, get our energy back up, and then we can go back to the hearing. I think halftime shows for all.
Well, we're back to Kid Rock then. So I mean,
right.
It's full.
Okay.
All
right. While we're on sports, New York Knicks back in the NBA for
wow.
the first time. I mean, people are really excited about that. I mean,
I'm excited, but I'm worried too.
Which part? Just
it'll be so disappointing if they.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a lousy team and you never get near it, that's the way you are. But
it's almost like yeah.
I don't know. I don't follow the Knicks, but I'm aware that they're in the playoffs. I think.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't know who they're going to be.
I don't either, but I hope they win. And sure.
I hope they win. And I mean, who do they get? I mean, fan wise, Tom Hanks and
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee.
Yeah.
So
sure.
no, I'll be watching that if they make the finals.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, I know how it. I can follow basketball a lot easier than I can follow football.
Oh, yeah, no. Football, no, I typically only watch the Super Bowl, but I at least watch one football game a year, and every year I still need it explained to me. Also, the rules seem to change. Also, they're just always stopping, which is convenient for the commercials at the Super Bowl, but I can't imagine actually being there at the game where all that time you're just watching guys on the sidelines talking walkie-talkie. Like football just seems to be always stopping. Basketball, like in any sport where there are two things on either side. Yeah, I don't know why football has to complicate it. Football just makes it complicated, but everything else makes sense. Basketball makes sense. Soccer makes sense. Yeah, I can more or less follow them.
Yeah.
Hockey makes sense. But yeah, so what's your week looking like? Anything?
Well, I had to tell you, I'm going to London on Thursday.
Okay.
It's a combination. My school has
Yes.
every year they have an over 60s lunch.
Sure.
And I've been to one maybe 10 years ago.
Sure.
And I thought I'd go to this one
Yes.
on Friday
Yes.
and then stay over and probably see Alice and
Yes.
have some meals. And I'm
That
back
sounds
Monday.
lovely.
I'm
Yeah.
back Monday. So I'll miss you next
Sure.
Sunday, but I'll
yeah,
catch you up the week
absolutely.
after.
No, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay, have a
Okay.
wonderful time. I love
Thank you. I love you.
All right, talk to you the week after. Or
Talk to
talk to you
you.
when we
Yeah,
do.
the week
Bye.
after. Bye.
Thanks for watching. We are on every Sunday live at 10 Pacific, 1 Eastern, except next week because my dad will be in London.